what's going on, guys? It's Gabe on Music, back with another video. And as you may know from my past videos, my favorite band is Weezer. Now, a lot of you know Weezer, and a lot of you know their hits like Buddy Holly or Beverly Hills, which I personally can't stand. But I wanted to share with you 5 songs that you might have never heard of that I think really get slept on. These are either B-sides or deep tracks or extended tracks that I think are great, and some that I think you'll come to love. Weezer has been going since 1992, and they have a huge discography spanning 13 albums, and here are some of the gems that fly under the radar. I hope you enjoy, like and share and subscribe. Here are 5 Weezer songs that you might not have heard that you should hear. Now, this is in no particular order, no singles on this list, and I just want to help you with your deeper dive into this great band.
Unbreak my heart, say you love me again.
We're starting out this list with a cover, and no, we're not talking about Africa. It's a cover of Toni Braxton's classic Unbreaking My Heart. Now, when you think of Toni Braxton, Weezer probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind. While Weezer was making their album Make Believe, producer Rick Rubin suggested that they record a cover of the Toni Braxton song. The band recorded the song in 2003 and were seriously considering releasing it on Make Believe. They eventually decided to scrap that idea and released it later on their B-sides album, Death to False Metal, in 2010. I love what Weezer does with this track. They take a slow R&B jam and bring in the guitars, and you can feel the emotion in this track in a different way than the original. The original is great, but I honestly prefer this version. If you are going to check out anything off of Death to False Metal, I would highly suggest giving this one a try.
Check it out. I'll take you there, my friend. I'm reaching out my hands, so take it.
This one is a sleeper track off of the Red album. This is the album closer and ends the album off in a near perfect way. This one has a slow build, but trust me, it's worth the ride. Rivers has a track record of writing songs about girls who did him wrong. This time, though, Rivers simply writes about a girl who he loves, but he knows it's not his destiny to be with her. He doesn't wish her an ugly future, but rather he wishes her all the best with the repeated phrase of peace, shalom. He is at peace with his decision to leave this woman, and all he wants is the best for the woman he is leaving, and himself, and the woman that he knows he's supposed to be with. What I haven't mentioned yet is the instrumentation, which is top notch. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a slow build that is excellently played and builds to a crescendo with the peace, shalom refrain. If you only listen to the Red album for the likes of Pork and Beans and Troublemaker, you'll want to go back and check this one out. It's a great closing track that will fill you with all kinds of emotion.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Rivers steps away from lead vocals on this one and hands that duty over to Rachel Hayden of the band That Dog and the Rentals. She sounds great on this track and is elevated even further by Rivers' backing vocals. This track was originally released as a B-side to The Good Life on Pinkerton and also was included on Songs from a Black Hole and the extended version of Pinkerton. This is one of these songs that I can listen to on repeat and never get sick of. Along with the guitars, I love the synthesizers on this song. You can definitely hear where bands like Motion City Soundtrack got their influence from. And if you haven't heard of Motion City Soundtrack, check them out, because if you like Weezer, there's a good chance you're gonna like them too. The lyrics on this song are so relatable. We have all had that one that got away experience and the feeling that you can't get this person back. They are the person that is all you think about, and as the song cries, they are in your eyes, they are in your ears. The guitar solo in this song is just the icing on the cake. The song has the classic Pinkerton feel, and if you like that album, you'll love this song.
I love it. We got the wind in our sail, like Darwin on the Beagle.
I wanted to make sure and include a recent entry on this list, so that's why I am including Wind in Our Sail. This song, like much of the White Album, has a very beachy vibe to it, but in a good way, unlike Pacific Daydream. I love how optimistic and upbeat this song is. It talks about how this couple has the wind in their sail, and they are moving ahead with momentum, and they can do, quote, so many great things together. Some of the lyrics are kind of weird, but in the best kind of Weezer way, but you won't care because you'll be swept away by a great piano line and solid guitar work. If you want a song to put you in a good mood, this one will get the job done.
Oh, I'm so happy I can't even feel my arms.
final pick is another Pinkerton B-side. As you can tell, I love this album, and it's Devotion. I gotta be honest, at this time last year, I didn't even know this song existed. Since discovering it though, it has become one of my favorites. It has a very slow and almost like a waltz kind of feel at some point. It's never boring, however, and the chorus will have you yelling at the top of your lungs, "Devotion, waiting for me." Again, it is very optimistic and has some of the most Weezery lyrics I have ever heard. He even accuses his love interest of having a low IQ in the song, but it comes off more as a, hey, we've all got our issues, and I don't care about your issues if you don't care about mine. It's almost romantic in a very strange way. This B-side of El Scorcho will get stuck in your head if you let it, and trust me, that's a good thing.
I love you so much, it's scary.
So those are a few Weezer songs that I feel really get slept on and that I think you'll really like. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your suggestions for other music-related videos you want to see from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Gabe on Music.